Capricorn, welcome. Welcome to your Capricorn May 2021 reading and forecast. Great to see you. I'm Nigel Saint James. If you're just stopping by for the first time, and the subscribers, it's great to see you. Much to love and affection to you always. I love doing Capricorn. Now, by the way, I've had the great pleasure of doing one-on-one private clairvoyant readings for some of you Capricorn men and women in the course of the last month. It's been great to get to know you better. And now we've got that personal relationship. It's superb. By the way, if you would like to have your own private clairvoyant reading with me, one-on-one, then just check out the information that's in the description box below, and you can see how easy it is for that to happen from wherever you may be living in the world. But now let's draw 5 cards, shall we? 5, that's all we need, because they're jam-packed full of information. And here, well, we're different, aren't we? It's good the way we do our readings, and they tell us what we need to know for this month. Now, what do we have in store for you? Let's have a look, shall we? What's this one? The Fool. Well, it can't really do worse than that. The Magician. Good Lord. 6 of Swords. Now, the first 2 cards of the tarot deck there's the 3 of Wands. Let's take something from down near the bottom. See what this is. Ooh, the 4 of Cups. Okay, gee, beautiful, beautiful paintings on this stuff. Now, why don't you come, sit down next to me. We'll have a good close look at the imagery on these cards together while I do the reading for you. You must have a very spiritual response to the artwork and the symbology on these cards. Let's look at the Fool. You drew this first, so let's see what it has to say, and let's have a look at some of the symbology that's there, right? Well, the Fool descends down to the conscious world of his new adventure. The crystal he holds in his hand symbolizes memory and gifts that he brings from his past journeys. Now, the 8-pointed star, that is his guiding light, reminding him, as above, so below. The butterfly symbolizes the transformation during his journey. Now, the morning glories, not that morning glory, but the morning glory flowers on his staff, they are forever blooming as a reminder of the possibilities and opportunities that are always there regenerating your life. The raven calls your subconscious, reminding the Fool in all of us that the magic in life is available when we just quiet ourselves and listen. Now, this crocodile is an interesting symbol. In ancient Egyptian times, people couldn't work out the sex of crocodiles. They didn't think they were male or female. They knew they produced eggs. And so the view was that life just spontaneously generated from the crocodile. And that is what this is talking about here as well, the spontaneous generation of opportunity and life force within you. Now, the river that's here starts high in the mountains and constantly flows into the pool, forever replenishing thoughts and experiences. The sun, well, it looks like it's a sort of a dawn in here, so I'd say that this sun rising behind the mountains represents a new day and adventure. The waxing crescent moon behind the Fool's head represents new beginnings. The white roses which are on the Fool's head, I don't know if you can make them out, they represent a crown of innocence and purity. Do you know, the Fool is at a stage of spirit that comes into this life where it has no understanding of good or bad or what is moral and what is immoral. It is before experience of the world. But this means for you that you have a blank slate now. You have a blank piece of paper. It's up to you to write what you want on that paper to make things happen. Because the Fool is on his way to test his instinct and explore new worlds. Do you know, the Fool doesn't really care at all so much for what society and others think. He works from the very core of what is true for his heart and will say so. He is not afraid to make mistakes. He knows the magic of life is being true to yourself. The Fool always has faith in spirit, life, and others. His trusting nature moves forward with an open heart. He represents the innocent child in in you, being birthed into the world in its purest form, before society and people shadow your inner awareness. He has no attachment to the outcome of his journeys. He is on the road of discovery, experiencing life's challenges and gifts. Now, we are all, each of us, are we not, on our individual journeys. Each completion of a journey starts us at the gate of another and has us transformed yet again. The Fool really represents the heroine's journey, or the hero's journey, taking chances, leaping into the unknown, following your inner truth, trusting yourself, and embracing life's experience with the spirit of your life force. Change and a new cycle in life is being offered up to you now. You may be taking a leap of fate. Step into your personal adventure with lightness of heart and awareness of your true self. Let your intuition guide you through the unknown journeys that lie ahead. Be the fearless traveler. Now, actually, you have also drawn on this top line the Magician card. Such wonderful energy for you. This is going to be a fantastic month. Let's have a look at here. Here is the Magician. Now, the symbology really tells us things. Now, on the Magician's chest is a caduceus. Now, that's this thing here, the rod with the snakes around it. That's one of Mercury's sacred symbols. Mercury, it is said, cast his magic wand between the two warring snakes who wrapped themselves around it, thus creating the symbol of opposing forces in balance. The Magician holds up his wand to the divine energies of the universe. He receives cosmic inspiration, bringing into manifestation the 10 stars shooting from his head symbolize the number 10, representing the continuous cycles of completion, and then another one beginning. Now, there's whirling around on this plate here is a cup, a sword, a pentacle, and a wand. Well, they really, I think, represent the 4 aces of the minor arcana, and they represent the 4 elements of life and the self working in balance. Now, you see the Magician's table, his working table here. It consists of the universal creative spiral, the yin-yang symbol. You see that black and white symbol there in the shape of a tadpole, almost like a Pisces sort of a glyph, really. Well, they balance the dualities of female and male energies. The Magician's finger here is shooting a lightning bolt that hits the ground, symbolizing the creative inspiration manifesting into the physical. And here there is a snake devouring or biting its tail, which is a symbol for the radiant creative energy that can transform itself into manifestation, into matter. It also represents regeneration. Now, around the outside of the card, it just appears to me This looks like smoke around the outside there, and that represents illusion and delusion. If air, being action, and fire, being passion, are not in balance, one is not able to see through the trickery of the smoke. The magician, I think, for you this month represents the visionary in you and the potential that is possible. He wants you to pay attention to that flash of insight or inspiration and to act upon it. This card brings excitement that activates your life force with commitment, focus, and willpower. The magician knows what you might call miracles are possible and do happen. He encourages you to gather your vitality and energy and work with your magic to turn your life around and create new goals. You are the magician. You are constantly creating your life and your destiny, whether you are doing it consciously or not. The magician prompts you to create consciously with the light of love in your heart. So claim your power. Open your communication between spirit and matter. Feel the force and strength that flashes like the shooting bolt of inspiration. Communicate your intentions clearly. Direct it to your world and let it blossom into its full potential. Stretch your wand up towards the heavens. Be the inspired conduit. Set your intention. And now is the time when you can make dreams come true. As if to reinforce that, you have here the Three of Wands, which got a lot of Aries energy in it, this Three of Wands. Let's have a look at it. Look at all the sun, look at all the fire. Well, in the painting of this Three of Wands, two wands give birth to the third wand of creation and universal possibilities. The butterflies that you see here, they symbolize transformation to a higher level of being. The Trinity of three represents the mind, body, and spirit working in unity and alignment. Now, the Three of Wands represents a balanced trinity of the body, mind, and spirit working in harmony. It ignites the awakening of your spiritual power, mental confidence, physical energy, and passionate heart, directing you to your true purpose in life. The life force in you has connected to divine energy now, sparking your intuition, giving you power, focus, and energy to create a joyful, creative life. Your horizons broaden beyond what you had previously dreamed was possible. Now this energy burns with passion, integrity, and commitment that wants to be maintained on all levels. When you are confronted with confusing or conflicting thoughts or situations, check in with your body, mind, and spiritual values. If they are not in agreement, take action to balance and realignment, moving forward to a position of honor and strength, but not from overreaction. Do you understand? The body, mind, and spirit should always be moving in the same direction. Compromising one of these three aspects compromises your integrity and compromises your vision. Welcome this energy that has appeared in your reading this month, as it brings creation, growth, and renewal. Good fortune will shine on your path. Difficult experiences begin to dissipate. The Three of Wands brings success, accomplishment, and new opportunities. It reflects teamwork and strong partnerships in some areas. It can signal the birth of a child or a pregnancy. It presents a time when you are finding your true purpose, something you have been wishing for, has the opportunity to manifest in a greater form than imagined. Now, physically, it brings a strong life force. Mentally, it brings a powerful creative imagination. And spiritually, it brings deep insight and awareness. Your life is now going to be in sync with the natural order of things, and you will be in the right place at the right time to start your adventures exploring new horizons. Well, why don't we go in the numerical order? I won't leave that to the last. That's a good thing there. Well, they're all good. Now, let's have a look here. Here's the Four of Cups. Now, what's this painting got on it? Well, in the image here, the painting, a woman sits on the emotional waters of change. She is meditating, perhaps, or praying. And when you pray, don't use words. Just set an intention. Don't use language. And she is opening her chakras to the divine. In response, the divine answers her. Love overflows from the cup above, symbolizing the spiritual baptism of the mind, body, and soul. The three lower lotus cups, mind, body, and soul, they ascend upwards from the murky depths of the subconscious, receiving the sacred blessings as you are at this time. The sun rising out of the top cup symbolizes emerging enlightenment. The two herons that are here, I think they represent following the path of heart wisdom with determination. Yeah. And there's a little frog down here. You might just see it. That little frog symbolizes cleansing, bringing harmony and renewal. Now, it has to be said, though, that with this Four of Cups, in this position, sometimes it can signal that there is a time to rebalance things and allow time to withdraw, to regain emotional balance and trust in your heart. Ease your emotions with prayer, with reading an inspirational book, or taking a long walk in nature. Open yourself to the whispers of the soul self and the divine. The divine cannot be known. The divine can only be felt. This isn't a time for you to make any hasty decisions or to jump to any hasty conclusions, incidentally. Ask yourself this: what feels outgrown? What do I need to let go? How do I do that? What will bring more fulfillment to my life? Embrace and trust the cycles of change. The Four of Cups, I think, represents one of the many cycles in life that brings the gifts of inner cleansing. This can bring expansion, growth, and emotional stability. This energy here represents opportunity to open yourself to heart wisdom, thus allowing you to shift and move stuck energy, revitalizing your heart, mind, and senses. The tools of meditation and prayer are great practices that can assist in changing up blocked energy. And then finally we come to this central card, which is what? Six of Swords. What do you have to tell me this month, Six of Swords? What do you have to say? What do you have to say to my friend here? Well, let's look at the painting. Well, speaking of travelers, here is a traveler in a meditative sleep in the orca canoe. The traveler is wrapped warmly in seal skin. The energy of the sea lion brings protection during change and helps connect to the higher self. Now, the two orca that are there, they are guiding the canoe through the cosmic portal of transformation to new shores of insight and perspectives. Do you know, orca symbolize the guide and protector who creates the portal where one can return to their inner home of cosmic memory in the soul, awaking people to their true selves. The sun shines over the horizon, signaling a new beginning, and the six swords shoot out into the starry universe, presenting expanded awareness. And up here, it looks like a spirit orca in the night sky, symbolizing peace and freedom. Well, what might we also say is the case here? I think that the energy within and around you is shifting, and it is going to slow down. You're going to gain more focus and direction, and the importance of honoring your self-worth is going to be revealed. Trust and faith begin to be felt, and you will broaden and stretch your perspectives. You're moving away from your troubles quietly and slowly towards the sunlight of transition and promise. Now, I think that this card here has come in where it has to say that it's time for you to step away from difficult situations, cut through illusions and fixed perspectives, moving into truth, viewing life from a clearer perspective. Whatever difficulties you have experienced, whatever change it had for you, the conflict is now leaving. You may feel, in a sense, defeated and depressed, but remember, those feelings come from outgrown perspectives and attitudes that need to be shifted into a higher way of thinking. This card brings you to a safe place where you can pick up the pieces around your life. The Six of Swords represents getting stronger mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually. It signals, perhaps, for some people, relocation or moving. But what it is saying for you, though, is that your life is moving in a positive direction. The tides of life are always shifting between the polarities of positive and negative energies. They always do that. Your job is to keep centered, balanced, while flowing with the rhythm of evolution. Sometimes you can get lost out there, can't you? Well, what the Six of Swords does for you this month is it brings you back to your inner safe home. That's the way it is for you this month. Well, I really enjoyed doing that for you. I'm glad we had the chance to do that. It was really interesting, I thought. Did you? I think it's fantastic. I think this is going to be a good month for you. And don't you deserve it? You do deserve it because you always put out so much, so it's time for you to get something back, I think. And anyway, until that coming back happens, remember this, and remember this always, that you are a legend. And I look forward to seeing you again next month. Until then, it's bye for now.